This thing is not tight up here. It's kind of loose. Oh well. Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Makael. We are back with another video. I hope you guys enjoyed your previous week, and I hope you guys plan on enjoying your weekend. If you are down in Florida and you are being told to evacuate, please evacuate. And let's keep prayers for all those that's down in the Caribbean. Well, the islands, I know that the island of Barbuda has been, like 90% of the buildings have been destroyed there or suffered damage. And they say it's a city with only about maybe an island with only about 1,400 people. But most of them are now homeless due to, you know, what happened with Hurricane Irma. And I know that it was going through Puerto Rico, but they were saying it's not as bad. But the storm is on its way to Florida, and I know that South Carolina has just declared a state of emergency because this storm is coming. Please find somewhere to go that is safe. Book a hotel somewhere, find some family somewhere, and go up north. If you can't fly, drive. I know they said that the gas might be short and stuff, but, you know, they'll get some gas. Keep going until you find some gas.
And if you can't do either one of those, go to one of those shelters that they have set up for you. Because they got shelters set up for you.
If you have nowhere to go.
If you have nowhere to go. But don't stay home.
No.
Don't stay home. Don't do that.
They say it's going to be worse than Hurricane Andrew, and that was, what, 25 years ago. And I remember that. I didn't live there, but I remember seeing it on the news. But you guys, y'all have to be, careful. If they tell y'all to leave. And
I'm not as old to remember Hurricane Andrew.
You sure? Because I remember them talking about that. That was a long time ago.
Don't.
That's when I really, like...
You try me, bitch. I'm only 27.
Yeah,
don't you try me.
2 years older than me.
Right. What?
I mean, well, good thing. That 86 could be a front.
You don't...
Because 81, we know 81 is a front. Let me stop. Okay, if you're first time watching to the Scorpion Show, please click that subscribe button.
Let you stop.
Yeah, I better stop if I want to
If you like, okay. I was just getting ready to say, oh, Kevin don't have to get this.
Wait, stop. Wait, stop.
He doesn't want to come.
Wait.
Because you know
I was too sick.
My name.
Yeah, because we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there in a second. Let's wait. Wait a minute, damn it. So if you're watching this video for the first time, please subscribe. Also, to everyone that's watching, like this video and share this video. Click the share button. Share it to Facebook. Tag me in your Facebook or tag the Scorpion Show on Facebook. Get your friends to watch the videos. Also, if you're on your phone, you can also share it to Twitter or Facebook. Or, you know, tag us on Instagram and let us know you're watching the Scorpion Show. You guys know we've been going for a week, and it's just been a lot going on with me, you know, with my mom and stuff like that. For those asking about my mom, thank you so much. Please continue to keep her in your prayers. Right now, she is at a rehab facility where they're trying to help her get her physical therapy back together because of the surgery that she had. She had to get open heart surgery, so you know she has all of these staples. Like they really. Oh my God, it was just. I don't even like looking at it, but she got all these staples in her and stuff like that, and so yeah, she's being a little bit difficult. She's trying to go back to being a difficult, and I'm just like...
Trying to go back?
Yeah, I'm just like... Because, you know, when she was in pain, she was like one of the nicest people. And now, like, you think you're going home, you're not going home. She didn't know that she wasn't going home. When I took the ambulance driver, we was going to the... Rehab place.
And she thought they would bring her home.
Yeah, and she was over it. So,
how long
did
they say that she has to stay in
maybe
rehab?
2 to 3 weeks. But all you gotta do is do what you gotta do, and you can come home. Like, all you gotta do is cooperate with people. Don't be mean to them. But we had to leave her early because she was just like cursing and this. I'm just like, listen, I've been here for 5 hours. I cannot stay here with all of this. So we was out. So yeah, it's just a lot going on. It's a lot going on. So I have been like, I want to run to the camera and stuff like that. But y'all just keep our family in your prayers, please. But yeah, my mom, she's starting to tripping, and it's a lot because you know she don't want to wear the oxygen thing, and I'm just like, you need to wear that.
She's supposed to have been wearing that here
a long time ago. Yes, it's just difficult.
That stuff is nothing to play with.
No, like you can't be like. It's so frustrating because she be like putting it on her head and shit, and with her hair being blonde, you can't see the clear thing. So you just like, why is that on your head? Put that back in your nose. Yeah, she's just being very, very difficult. I guess she want to be there because, I don't know, y'all. It's just tough. It's tough as hell. But yeah, so enough about my shenanigans going on. This past weekend, you were able to attend on Sunday Made in America. I was. So how did that happen?
I didn't think about it. How did that happen? Because y'all know I wasn't going. I don't. This is my first time ever going. It happened. Well, Michelle had texted Kevin and I last Saturday, saying that she was hoping that she was in Philly and she was hoping that she'd be able to see us. Saturday she was not able to see us because he was going to go see his mom and I was going out to a family event. So Sunday came around and I went to church and then I went to my friend. He had a brunch at his house, so I was saying to myself, I think I might want to go down to Made in America to see them because they hit me up and I had talked to Yvette that day too, and it was like you don't want people to come to your city and they hit you up and they want to see you and then you're like, nah. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go try to make it down. Well, anyway, long story short, I got all the way down there. I didn't have a ticket, so I was gonna go purchase a ticket. The lady told me, it's $115. I said, oh no.
I know it was that high to go.
No, it was higher than that. It was just $115 for that day. But it was higher than that. I said, oh no. And this is like midway through the concert. I said, oh no. I said, oh no. So then, I'm out there like, how the hell am I going to get in here? Well, honey, I saw this guy coming out and he was ripping his thing off. I said, you leaving? He said, yeah. I said, oh, can I have your thing? And he said, here.
And that's how you got paid.
No, that's not how I got it.
Well, look, we're not going to tell don't tell them how you worked your magic in there.
Because I worked it.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
I don't have the space and this beard and this smile for nothing. Okay? Well, I worked it. But I was in there. Okay? That was my first time at Made in America, and it was a lot of people. It was a lot of drunk people. You would have loved it. It was awesome. But I don't mean it in a bad way, because I keep telling everybody, even though everybody was drunk, it was like a fun type of drunk. Like there was no disorderly people. There was no, I didn't see anybody.
I hear about no fights or nothing.
And the cops were just like letting you do you. As long as you ain't, they letting you. There was a lot of people passing out from being drunk.
Yeah, because it's heat. The heat.
No, on Sunday it wasn't that hot. I mean, well, it was, but I mean,
yeah, I mean, well,
and it was a lot of mud because on Saturday it had rained. But anyway, long story short,
I was thinking something else.
Don't think that, no. So I got there, and I was by myself. Now, naturally, there's people going to be there that you know, but it's so big, you don't know who's there. You don't know whatever the case may be.
Was the cell phones working right with all of those people being in there?
Yeah, mine was. So I texted Yvette, and she told me where she was, and so I found her, and we were talking and everything, and then I look up, and there I see Amber, your niece. In the Rock Nation, they had like their own box, like their bleacher box. And so we were laughing at that, whatever the case may be. Me and Amber were talking from the what's her name. I guess you had to have a pass to be up there, whatever the case may be. So by this time, because I didn't prepare to stay. I didn't plan on staying down there. I just planned on going, saying hi, and then taking my ass home. So I hadn't seen Michelle because Michelle was backstage with Beyonce. We were texting, and she was like, she's backstage, whatever the case may be. So I'm like, I said to Yvette, well, listen, Yvette, my phone's about to die. I'm getting ready to hightail him out of here. So she's like, no, you can't leave. You haven't even seen Jay-Z. And I was like, well, I already seen him. She said, well, I know you already seen him, but you haven't seen him at Made in America. So I said, well, I was thinking of every excuse I could think of to leave. I was. I didn't even want to see Beyonce. I just was like, I want to go home. I don't want to be around this crowd. I don't. And I don't feel comfortable because I'm not with people that I know. You know what I mean? I'm not with, and this is a big crowd. So she was like, and I was like, well, and I really, really had to go to the bathroom because I really, really had to pee. So she was like, well, this is what you're going to do because you're not going to leave. You're going to go to the bathroom and then you're going to come back here and you're going to be with me. So I said, okay. She said, so go to the bathroom and I'm going to be standing right here. And I went to the bathroom and I came back and she was standing right there. She was there with her sister and I think a few of her nieces and her two daughters. Well, Jay-Z came on and we had a good time where we were at. I don't know if you saw the videos or whatever the case may be. I posted. We had a good time. But then all of a sudden, I'm looking at where Amber was at, you know, and I'm like, that guy looks so familiar. And I'm looking, and I'm like, damn, he looked really familiar. Then I realized it was Michelle's boyfriend. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, oh. And then I'm thinking like the girl that's on him, I'm like hugging him from behind. I'm like, that gotta be Michelle. I'm like, yeah.
Don't you start no stuff on here.
I'm just saying.
Go.
Then I'm looking, I'm like, I don't know who that girl is standing next to them because it didn't, I don't know.
It didn't look like her.
It didn't look like her. But then I saw Julius, and I said, oh, that is her.
Okay.
Because he's not going to be nowhere unless you do. So I went over to the bleachers, because, you know, and we're right there fighting. I'm like, yeah. But they can't hear me because of the fact all the noise. And by this time, Jay-Z is asking the crowd to sing happy birthday. So now I'm over it because my phone is dead. I have no phone. You know, Amber's yelling at me. Amber's like, look, there's Beyonce. I'm like, bitch, I know. Hello. I don't have a phone. Hello. I know. The fuck? That's where you think I'm standing right here. Mm-hmm. So, you know, Michelle sees me and she's like, oh. So, this, that, and the third, whatever the case may be. So then finally Michelle points, you know, tells Beyonce, here's Makael, whatever the case may be. Mind you, I didn't even know all this was going on because I was so overfacted my phone until I saw this video, and I saw the video. I was like, oh my God. But yeah, it was really fun. I had a good time. Now, but I will, me personally, I won't go again.
Now, I don't know yet because, you know, Made in America always falls in line with Gay Pride in Atlanta. I didn't go this year, but I'm like, I do want to go back to Pride. But I don't know, it's something I got to work out. Maybe I could probably do that Made in America on that Saturday and go to Pride. If I go to, my favorite thing about Pride Week in Atlanta is the park anyway. Like, I just love it. It's better than Made in America. It's like I've never been Made in America, but it's just a whole bunch of people. They got concerts going on, and it's fun. But that Sunday lineup for Made in America, I did not like the lineup for it. I think it should be a little bit more action-packed and more names on it for it to be a big weekend in Philly, because Jay-Z was like the only headline act that I knew personally that was on the Sunday thing. And I know it normally don't be like that.
Well, let me tell you something. You feel that way. But them people was out there having a good time. Ball. Okay? Let me tell you something. I was looking at them and I said, ooh. See, let me tell you something. You don't listen to those artists, and I know you don't. Because let me tell you something. Them artists was out there, and them people were out there having a ball. And I mean, they were singing, they were jamming. So yeah, even though you don't know them, those people out there knew them.
The Saturday show would have been for me, because everybody.
Because Sunday, let me tell you something. There was some artists that I was just like, I don't know. I've heard the song before, but I don't know. And let me tell you something. Every time, because you know it's different stages, so whenever an artist pops up on the crowd just gravitates to that stage until the next artist, and then they gravitate to it. And I mean, it's just like, you be like, oh my God, all these people coming towards you.
I can't do it.
Baby, I know it had to have felt good for the artists who were on the smaller stage, because the big stage is the one that, you know, they had to have been like, this is awesome that all these people keep flocking to us, and they know our, like, because I mean, these people, and then you gotta remember too, it's a lot of white people too out there. You know, this is a festival, so it ain't just for us, it's for everybody. So I mean, no white people out there having a ball. So I mean, I'd say kudos to Jay-Z and whoever, you know, kudos for bringing Made in America to Philly, because it's a good thing. I would like for it to stay here too. I really would like for it to stay here too, because it's a good thing. It's a good thing for the city. It really is a good location, the Parkway. I mean, me personally, I think maybe it kind of should be in like one of the stadiums or something. But then again, I thought about it and I said no, because, you know, only the people on the floor. What about the people in the seats? You know, so
they gotta sit through everybody.
You know what I mean?
I want to hear that shit.
Right. So it's a good thing, and how they have the Parkway barricaded. You know, the whole Parkway is basically like gated off. So listen. I enjoyed myself for what I had, and like I said, it was fun. But it's interesting because the bleachers that Beyonce and them all and Amber, they were so far back. I kept saying to myself, "There's no way on earth Beyonce is gonna be on those bleachers," and Lord, they were. And I'm thinking like, but they're so far away from the stage. But
the main stage was far away from the main stage.
Yes, they were far away. Like, let's just say this. I can't even describe how it would be, but let's just say this is the main stage. Your laptop is the main stage, and we were off to the side. But we were off to the side all the way over there. So it was kind of like, you know, and I'm thinking like, wow, like, but
everybody
had a good time. Yeah, everybody had a good time.
I seen the people from Good Day Philadelphia. They were at the show. Everybody
was there.
Yeah, and they said there was a moment where Jay-Z faked everybody out, where they thought it was the end of the show, and then he ended up going to another stage.
I left.
You left at that point?
Yeah, because I left because the crowd has, you know how at a certain point, that crowd that starts to leave, like, all right, well, let's get out of here, so we won't be caught up in this big crowd. Okay. I was in that crowd.
Yes.
I didn't know that Meek Mill came out until the next day when I was looking at it on the news, and I said, "Oh, Meek Mill came." I didn't even know that, so that was awesome that he brought him out, whatever the case may be. But yeah, I left. I was like, no, I can't stand this shit.
Yeah, but I'm glad you. Hold up.
Yeah, I had a good time. I enjoyed myself, but I can't see me doing that again. Not all day. Like that's an all day thing, Kevin.
Can't get mad. And so yesterday, well, actually during this week.
Right,
that's a nice picture, actually.
It is, but
very nice. I'm gonna see some other stuff. I shouldn't think like that. I should not think like that. I do.
I'm going to tell them.
No, you better not.
Yeah.
First of all, how can that conversation start?
You don't know the
you
conversation.
Bet not.
You don't.
Shut your. Well, we know how. Y'all don't know, but
listen, baby, because you know. I can have a conversation.
Yeah, don't stop spilling that tea. So, earlier this week, Jada has been tweeting like every single day.
Who?
Janet Jackson.
Oh, I thought you said Jada. I said Jada.
Not Jada Pinkett, because Janet Jackson has been tweeting every day this week, and it's like, you know, she would tweet like a little clip from one of her songs. And I'm like, every time she tweets something, you know, it has to go on with what's going on in the world right now, and it's so weird that this music is out from 20-something years ago, and it's still relevant today. And then it will be like a little advertisement for the tour. Excuse me. Then last night, Janet posted a video saying that she was in Louisiana, and she was backstage, you know, rehearsing and stuff like that. And she was saying to the people of Houston, she was like, the show is not canceled, and they actually had something planned for the people of Houston, like she's going to be visiting shelters and stuff like that, which I think is a great thing. And I'm just excited because the tour actually starts tonight in Lafayette, Louisiana. I'm hoping that Janet does more than 2 fucking outfits. I want it to be like how she normally does it, like 5 or 6 costume changes, a big production and stuff like that. I don't want it to be like you, like she did here with the 2 outfits and and when she was married, or you know, with like 2 outfits. Girl, give us the Janet that we know. Show some skin and all of that.
But it was still a good show.
Yeah, it was.
With the 2 outfits. Because I don't even remember. I just remember it was a good show. I don't remember the outfits.
Yeah, I just want her to
I never like her outfits anyway. So.
Yeah, you trying it. Yeah, so yeah, I want her to go back to that. But, excuse me, I'm thinking, where the fuck is that? I had a rag or something. I had a rag. Because I really need to call.
What do you use that stress relief for?
Huh? What?
That stress for?
Who's stress? Actually, it's soap in here, John.
I thought maybe it was lube.
Lube? Makael! Never mind. I made me forget I had to cough a little bit, but I do have to cough. There it is, right there. Lube, Makael, in that big ass bottle.
No, I thought maybe you poured it like. You've been known to experiment.
No, I have not been known to experiment with no shit like that. Man, you go back to watching them videos you be looking at. You ain't never seen me doing nothing like that. Unnatural. And you know I don't even need that. I don't need lube.
You can rest like that?
Hey, I could. But anyway, that's another show another time. And show us another now. But I'm just saying. I don't need that.
No!
I don't need that.
You get wet like that?
What? No, because
no.
I don't want to explain it, but I don't need that. We tried it.
Listen, let me ask you a question real quick and we're going to get off of this subject.
No, we're going back to Janet Jackson.
Listen,
we're not going to get
would you like
sidetracked.
this one to find out? Yeah. You know how?
No, I just
said you wanted.
I just
see
want
what
to
the other
look
one look
like. That's it. That's all.
And then what?
That's all. I just want to say.
And then what?
And that's it.
No,
you're
lying.
Like
You're lying. Why would you want to see what?
Because I just want to. You ever just know? You ever? Yes, you. Bitch, I know you. Don't you even come up here trying to be Mr. 54th and Vine right now.
No.
Don't do that. Yeah. And Jana know all about it, so shout out to Jana.
Well.
But yeah, so the tour starts tonight. I'm excited. You seen it? I'm pretty sure. But I want to see it for myself. How do you know?
I don't.
You're like. Because I know about you and some of these. Oh, yeah. I don't want to throw nobody under the bus. Especially if y'all they be watching. Who called my phone?
Baby!
I think my voicemail might be full because it's like they keep showing up my voicemail thing keep popping up. So yeah, Janice on tour. Get y'all tickets. I'm going November 13th when she comes here to Philly and I can't wait. Are you serious? You seen that one? I'm getting sidetracked.
Alright, go ahead.
Let me stop.
Please stop.
No, you stop.
Stop. Yeah, me stop. That's what I'm saying.
Please stop. Speaking of Jay-Z. Jay-Z's mother, I hope this comes up right because I left it right on the page.
Gloria Carter.
Yeah, Miss. I'm about to say, why is her titties looking like that's Bobby
But she
Brown?
should be her mother's son.
Who?
Looks like she could be her mother.
Who mother?
She could be his mother.
No, she don't.
You are trying.
Jay-Z looks just like his mother in this picture.
Yeah.
Just like his.
That's his mother.
Yeah.
Well,
So, I'm on the JasmineBrand.com. This has a new interview. Jay-Z's mother, Gloria Carter, opens up about coming out to her famous son. I just finally started telling Jay who I was. Besides your mother, this is the person that I am. This is the life that I live. She says that Jay-Z actually became emotional. So my son started actually tearing. Because he like, that had to be horrible like mine. I was like, my life was never horrible. It was just different. So that made him want to do a song about it. She continues, I was never ashamed of me. In my family, it was something that was never discussed. As to why she wanted to reveal her sexuality, she says, I'm tired of all the mystery. I'm going to give it to him. I don't have to worry about anybody wondering if I'm in the life or not. And you know she old school. She's saying the life. I'm going to tell them. So now that I told you, what do you have to talk about? So now maybe you can focus on the phenomenal things I do. So focus on that. Now it's time for me to be free. Jay-Z also discussed the song Smile that was inspired by his mom. We had a beautiful conversation that led to me making that song, and I didn't have permission to make that song. When she first heard the song, she was like, absolutely not. I was like, this is so important. So many people in the world are hiding. This will help them. That's all I'll say about that. That's how we spoke about that song. I was just so happy of the person she's becoming. Live your life, be who you are. One of my proudest songs. I love that song.
And I think that when he said to her, I think that had to have been horrible. I think he was basically saying to her, I think that must have been horrible for you to have to live in the closet, for so long and not say anything. Because, listen, I've seen so many people say when this story came out that they didn't even know what his mom looked like. Now, of course, because I followed the family a lot, I knew that his mom was around. His mom was always around. If you pay close attention, his mom goes on vacations with them. She's always there. But even a few years ago, when I first saw his mom, I said to myself, yeah. So this was no secret to me.
Yeah, so he had to know.
So he had to know. I guess it was just
it's confirmation.
Confirmation. But I mean, hello, because if you really know, if you can really tell, like, come on.
Yeah.
I did not,
But sometimes you can be like in a family where you don't even have to have not that you don't want to have it.
Right.
It's just a conversation that have been had about
right.
who you sleep with.
Right.
It's possible to have that. It could just be unspoken. Though.
But I feel like, what is the point of having a conversation like that? If heterosexuals are not, having that type of conversation, why do they feel like?
Because sometimes some people could be ashamed or feel ashamed that maybe I already know what this person what they like to do sexually, but they haven't had that conversation with me, or maybe she's ashamed to have that conversation with me because she hasn't told me about it. And when she said that she felt free just letting it out and just telling him, you know, that was, you know, I've never been in that situation where I knew about a parent or something like that. But if I had my suspicions and he or she never said anything, I would be thinking, I'll be thinking a whole lot of stuff. But, you know, I'm glad that she was able to have that conversation with him, and they both were inspired afterwards. He was inspired to do a song, and she just was like, I'm free, and she could talk about it because we never hear from her. We don't hear nothing about her. Only thing I heard about her is being in the song.
Yeah, the only thing I really knew about her was Sean Carter was born
December the 4th. Yeah. December the 4th, right? Okay. Yeah. Sean was a quiet child.
Yeah.
He didn't do this, and he didn't do that. And I like that song.
Yeah. Sean Carter. Yeah.
But how many parents out there are like that? It's a lot of parents out there that's like that.
What? That'll tell you Sean Carter?
They had children, and then become a lesbian but you know what's so, it's not good, but
I know
you know the funny thing is, the funny thing is that Jay-Z is speaking from his mother's side, saying where she had to hide who she was. And normally you don't hear stuff about women hiding it because women will be accepted from anything, but from a man, you're trying it.
And I dare you to tell me I'm lying.
You're lying. No, I know you're not lying about that. He is a mess. But it's different because how many men out there are forced to get married and have children and then be on the low, and now in these ages you coming back bringing like all these kind of diseases. It's just a mess. And let's not act like they don't happen because they do. And this is why we need to talk about this. If we stop acting like it's a strange thing, there wouldn't be no need to be on the DL and undercover. Like, let people live and let them be who they want to be, and stop shaming those. But you know what? It's always our people that do it.
But how great is it that we got Jay-Z, one of the biggest in the industry, making a song about his mom in this way so that it can help other people. You know what I mean? Because some artists today would not think to tread in that territory. But then again, we're talking about Jay-Z. He's not any typical artist. He has earned his stripes. He has earned his lane. He is Jay-Z. I feel like Jay-Z can basically talk about any damn thing now. You know what I mean? Because he's the GOAT.
Yeah, now it's like if Jay-Z say so, then it's okay.
Right.
For a lot of these people out there, they follow him.
Or not necessarily.
He has a lot of influence.
Yeah. And not necessarily it's okay, but I think it's, if Jay-Z is talking about it, okay, we should be able to talk about it too. You know what I mean? And yeah, a lot of people feel like, oh, well, if Jay-Z's talking about it, it don't make or break me, you know. But, you know, there are some people that do think that way. Just like if Rihanna says something or does something, there are a lot of her fans that are influenced by it, and then they go and do it. I don't have a problem with that, as long as it's something positive. If Rihanna's going to do and say something that's going to be positive, then by all means, I want her fans to jump on that bandwagon, because it's taking a positive step. And that's for any artist. If Jay-Z is making a song about people hiding who they are and their sexuality, and he feels as though you are my mother and you were able to come out, you know, with this truth, I want to be able to help other people in that same way, then go right ahead and do that. You know what I mean? Because his album was a very successful album, 444, and or however you want to 444. Yeah, 444, 444, too many damn fours. It was a very successful album, and it can help people in that way, you know. And it's also an album that it just has you thinking. It's one of those albums that you be like, I'm thinking through this whole song, this whole album. Like it'll have your mind going. It's not like these normal or these guys out here like the little Uzi Verts and all them.
Yeah,
other people.
I'm bored with 2017 music, but I do like that Cardi B song. That's probably like one of the only songs I like. It's just like, and y'all know I used to do the music reviews and all of that stuff, and it's just like, these bitches ain't bringing it. They're not. Nobody is bringing it. Nobody. Not this year. Not even Taylor Swift. But y'all eat it up because she's Taylor Swift. But she's not giving no vocals. No. And that's not going to...
But she never was. But I have to ask you one more question. Didn't you say real quick, didn't you say that, okay. Didn't you say... Yeah, but that's not what I was going to ask you.
You is not.
Am I going to hell?
Say it on camera.
No. I mean,
but what did he have to do with anything?
No, because I saw him and I just thought about you.
Yeah.
Because I still haven't seen.
Yeah, but I think so.
No, you know so. You're right.
It looked just like her.
Yeah, but I want because you thought it was this one.
Yeah.
And I told you no. It couldn't
That's
be.
right. I don't know. I don't forget. Nobody did that do stuff.
It was here, right?
No, I told you I don't do.
Listen, I don't know.
I don't know. What's that noise? Open that door.
That's outside. The truck's backing up. That's outside.
Oh, yeah, that way.
What you think?
This is a fucking mess. Sorry, y'all. So Beyonce, happy birthday. Beyonce turned 36 this week. I believe she turned 36. And everybody was going off and, you know, posting Beyonce pictures. But the best pictures that I've seen was like the montage of everyone doing Beyonce's iconic formation video with the hat and her with the two ponytails to the side. From Michelle Obama to Beyonce's mother, Kelly Rowland.
To Jay-Z's grandmother.
Yeah. It was a bunch of people. Excuse me. I gotta do something about this one. Yeah, but it was a bunch of people and bunch of female. What you said? Shout out to everybody who did the photo shoot and happy birthday to Beyonce.
Happy birthday.
And shout out to all of y'all for Jay-Z getting to sing happy birthday to her. Keke Wyatt. Now, Keke Wyatt is one of the best vocalists of this time. And you can take that to the bank. If only you know.
Only you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she better go off.
So Keke did a video crying on Tuesday. Now I wasn't here for it because I'm like, bitch, Hurricane Irma is coming, and then the DACA people they about to get kicked out.
And you in a car crying
about your man and cheating on you,
which I'm sure he's been doing for the past however years I've been here.
I mean, but
you can't tell me there's nothing wrong with her upstairs. But we've been
but yeah, she's crazy.
Yeah.
But that bitch can sing. I'll give her that.
But most crazy people are talented.
Yeah.
A lot of them
Tell
are
me
crazy
about
strong. Because that's crazy.
I know about some crazy people.
That's strong, crazy. Crazy strong.
There's strong crazy. There's dick crazy strong.
Wait a minute.
I'm just saying.
I don't know that kind of
strong.
I do. I don't. Well,
listen. Let me stop.
I told you.
But it's just don't you do that. But I'm strong.
Yeah.
But Wait.
Sam strong.
So,
no, Sam crazy.
There's all kinds of. There's 24/7 cat crazy. There's stick crazy. There is.
Bitch, when I saw
crazy.
that picture, oh
my. Listen, I need to stop talking about children. That ain't right. That ain't right. I won't do that. Because one day I might have children. And I don't want my child.
Kevin!
But I'm not saying it's karma or something.
Kevin!
But karma has her way of getting back.
That was her way of getting back to that mom.
Or
well, no. You know, because he thinks she's beautiful.
Well, you're supposed to. That's your job.
Baby! I saw that and I said, I gotta see this together.
Y'all have no idea what we're talking about. You never know. You know, and y'all never will, okay? So, Keke Wyatt. Even though Keke Wyatt is all kinds of crazy, she still is fun. Like, I love her personality. I loved her on R&B Divas. Yeah, so, you know, I feel bad for her. You know, her son has leukemia, and they're going through that, and then she's pregnant. And so she's trying to treat one child. She got 8 other children, and then, you know, he's cheating on her and all this and that. But then again, a lot of people are saying that this was for publicity for their marriage boot camp show. So we don't really know if they're getting a divorce. But Michael was like, listen, it's a toxic environment. He don't want his children to be growing in a toxic environment. He didn't say exactly what the toxic environment was. But, you know.
But haven't they been growing in this toxic environment?
Yeah, if y'all got all of those children, he said, I love all her children, whether some of them are mine or not.
Oh, I thought they always.
No. She was married before. Keke might be a certain kind of way, but you can see that in the relationship that she was the more dominant person in their relationship just from watching it on R&B Divas. But he still was doing his thing and he loved her and she really believes in being fruitful and multiplying. That's what I can say. She got more children than hits. And that's a shame. But you know what? I'm not going to do that. But Keke, I don't know what else to say, but y'all pray for y'all that y'all get it right, and I hope that you two don't get a divorce, because who knows how the children's going to take it. They known as him being there, and you got all of these children, and then Keke got to start all over, and it's going to be hard to try to get a man, and you got 9 other children and a newborn.
Yeah,
Keke,
can you imagine that speed date? That speed date? How many kids do you have? 12.
12. Bitch. Now what year is this?
Okay, I guess I didn't know people still had that many kids in 2017.
No,
She has a lot of kids.
A lot.
What is this, the 9th one?
The 9th one.
She has a lot of kids.
Yes.
I thought this was 1965, the way she was popping them kids. I think she's popping them
and
out.
she's young. She's not even 40 yet.
Yes.
Tie those tubes.
Okay? You don't need... No, let me tell you something. You are set. You're going to get old, and your kids are going to make sure they take care of you, baby.
Okay.
You got to worry about that. You got a whole village.
And she got a village helping her out.
Okay?
Yeah, so Keke, no more.
Keke, let me tell you something. Your kids are going to love... You ain't got to make no more. I mean, she must love making kids.
Yeah.
She got to.
But there's people that love being in love and love making children.
And there's some women who love being pregnant.
Yeah, but you know what? 9 is too many. It's 9 is 9 too many.
1 is too many for me to be carrying. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you let those people do all up in you like that.
Do what in you? That's what you're supposed to do when you want children.
Well, you can't have them, so how do you keep letting them
I can have children.
Oh.
I can't carry children.
No. Well, then why do you keep letting them do what they're doing then?
Who? You doing what?
Yes.
You're trying to try me? You're trying to try me?
No, I'm not trying.
Come on, man.
You know why you can
It's
let
the
do
weekend.
it?
Who, you? You are nasty.
I've seen that before.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did this.
Shut
I
up!
swear to God. And
Wait,
I don't
you
swear.
seen-
I don't swear. I've seen...
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah, I've seen that.
But I'm thinking you talking about.
Oh, no. But you
you're
never
like,
know.
what?
Because you know, I think she looks real familiar.
Ooh.
And you know I don't forget her face. You know I don't.
No, you don't. All up in this mailman face one time.
Yeah.
So, but I know.
I stopped him in his tracks and said, I know you from somewhere, and it ain't from delivering mail.
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did, didn't I? I said it is not from delivering mail, and you're not going to be...
And he's a baby. He's a baby, like delivering the mail.
I don't care. I know that face from somewhere. He was like, I don't know. I live over... I don't give a fuck where you live at, because I didn't say I saw you.
He said
there.
from New Jersey.
Yeah, that's what he said. But I ain't seen you in Jersey.
Yeah. Was it on the two?
I don't know.
That's why y'all gotta stop putting your faces out. Be a freak, but
people,
cover your face.
People like me don't forget faces or tattoos.
No.
I don't.
Now I can forget a tattoo,
I don't.
but a face.
I'll see a tattoo like I saw that somewhere before, and then I go start scrolling through my phone and say, because I got a section that says tattoos in my phone.
But you know what? People be hitting the tattoos and they be in them sex videos and thinking that people can't match them up.
Hello, didn't you just hear what I just said? I have a tattoo.
Now, I can't even do nothing on camera no more because I got scars everywhere.
You shouldn't have been doing nothing.
Don't worry about
my damn.
Bitch, everybody do it.
Not me.
Bitch, now I seen some stuff.
You ain't seen no stuff on me. If you saw stuff on me, it's because I showed you.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
In this phone, not on the internet.
So he trying to
Not on the internet.
Bitch, you don't. Stop that spill. Oh,
That's what you get.
bitch, you just never know. You never know.
Well, listen, I just told you, no
But
face.
you know what? Hey,
Yeah.
just like.
And if you do see my face out there, then hey, I hope I'm doing a good job.
Don't put the face out there.
Hopefully, I'm doing a good job.
But don't put that, bitch. Don't put your face.
Listen.
They can say it's you, but they ain't got no proof.
Yeah.
And if you ain't put no face in it,
What they say, the first thing I'm gonna say is, "Oh, that's Photoshop."
because I can't.
Because that's what everybody's saying now.
But you know what's so crazy though? Like these young girls, like I be seeing them, like they be just on the camera, like they face, and they men just be disrespectful, and your face is out there, and I'm just like, ooh, that's not even right. My ex-girlfriend for such and such and such.
Yeah,
And she, I'm be like, oh my
I
god.
would never do that. I would
Yeah,
never.
and
do
there's
that.
a lot of people doing that revenge porn stuff. So it might be cute that you sucking his thing on camera and stuff like that, and with your face in it. But then when y'all break up, he got the rights to the video. So this is what you do: you make sure that you keep the video if you do that.
I told you that time when me.
Cause Okay? That's right.
On my phone.
All right. Or make sure it's on your phone. And then you lie.
Not saying that I didn't trust you.
Yeah.
But just in case this don't work out.
Okay? Because, and then what I do is, there's a special vault on my phone that you already need a password to get in my phone, and then you need a password to get into the vault in my phone. And then if my phone catch you trying to get in my vault and you get the code wrong, it snaps your picture so I can see who tried to get into my phone.
Oh, so you gotta show me that.
Yes, I know what I'm talking about. So yeah, my vault is locked.
Baby, I can imagine what's in that vault. Okay,
You don't want to know.
I hope probably all types of shitty butts and everything.
That's why you're a lie. I wouldn't even want that kind of picture on my phone. Because first of all, I don't even like seeing that. Like, I like a clean looking one. Okay? Now here we go. Oh, God, how you discriminate? No, I said a clean. It better be clean. If it look like it got a streak on it. Bitch, I don't want that in my phone.
Somebody sent me.
Yeah. And then sometimes you got people that's just, it's just, can we have a regular video? I mean, it's just nasty. It don't look right. It kind of look like Montana Fishburne.
I don't. Oh no!
I don't want that in my phone.
Bumpy Brewster.
Do you? Do you remember that shit?
Yes, I do. And Brian Pumper did her so wrong.
Yeah, he's looking so wrong these days.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. He ain't even getting no videos.
No, he's not.
Out there.
He's doing his own thing.
No, I heard he was out there. No, passing disease.
Oh no, I don't. No, he's not doing that.
That's what I'm saying.
I think he's talking about Mr. Marcus.
I heard
he catch up.
Oh, I heard. Yeah.
That's
another
he did. Yeah, let me tell you something.
He's old school.
He's old school. And I didn't know Brian Pumper was that young.
Yeah, he was a kid starting out.
Yeah, but he looks old. And I think it's because of all those muscles.
Yeah,
but he only like 31, 32.
He looked like Lloyd Banks to me all the time.
But a better version of Lloyd Banks. A much better version. Much better.
They both don't look bright anyway, so.
Well, listen, don't do that.
I mean, you can come on, I can look at Lloyd Banks and tell you.
Lloyd Banks don't look bright.
Brian Pumper don't look
yes,
bright.
Yes, he does.
He just look bright because he's a nice looking man himself.
He doesn't look. He looks bright.
He's nice. No, he don't look bright, but he's nice looking.
Yeah.
And what is he doing on your phone?
This is Google stupid.
I'm like, you got your own section film?
No.
Now pull up Lloyd Banks.
No, he's only 36.
Yeah. He's been out for a long time though. And like, don't you get it? But you know what? Sometimes I be wanting to mind my business, but it's hard. But I don't. Cause some people be like posting stuff, and I just be like, you don't want to do that. Don't put your body out there like that. Because he look bad now, but
I don't know which one is him now. They all look the same. Oh.
Yeah, you right about that.
Yeah, I am right about it.
Yeah, because I don't like those pictures right there. Yeah.
No, yes, that's.
And he must look much cleaner.
Yeah, he's clean and he always looks good. Now he needs to stop wearing all these big baggy clothes like it's 2001 because it's not 2001. Brian Pumper.
So we'll be, so you know, if I see somebody being a thought on Instagram, you know, I write them when they pay them like, you don't want to do that. Don't get into that because there is no life after porn. Like, I mean, you can have a life after porn, but it's like there's really no benefits to being in porn. And what if you want a nice little job?
Did I tell you about
and
that
somebody
one
finds you?
guy who was at the gas station begging for change?
Yeah,
I told you that.
Yeah, but you know, I went to school with that person.
I knew you did, but man, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it's not. It's
I was so shocked that I was in my
benefits
car,
to it.
didn't looking for the change, and I couldn't say. I couldn't say to myself, "Oh my God, I plenty of nuts to this."
Yeah. Now some people can get the benefits of it, like getting a show. Okay, but then the only people want to do is have sex with you, and if you want to do it, you might gonna be doing it for money. Like, you don't want to do that, but some people do it, and I say more power to them. But think about.
Were y'all messing with each other in school?
Who? No, he was one of the girls back in the day. Like, we already knew. But he wasn't out there like that. But when I seen him on camera, I just like, oh my God, that's such and such Robinson. I remember his
Don't put nobody's name
I didn't
out
put his
there.
name. I said something.
Yeah, well, don't do that.
They don't know what's going on too.
You know, some people, this is the internet age, they'll look it up.
Oh, girl.
Let me see if I can find it now. If I do this with Google.
Wait, who you want to Google? Do you know his first name? Oh my God. Why would you do that? Let's see what come up. Good. Yeah. Thank God nothing come up. So they can Google all they want. Yeah, but I just was like, don't do that. I wonder what I do wonder what you call him is doing now.
I want to know how to block this person. Because you can't, you're not to this one, the one that sent me that picture. How do you block them?
Go to the page.
How do you go to the page?
This. Here we go.
Oh, block. Yep.
Oh, he sent you that on the gram.
No, this is Snapchat.
Snapchat. That's what I meant to say.
Harassing me, annoying. I don't know them inappropriate snaps. Annoying.
Yeah, annoying. Listen, y'all, I know we supposed to get into a whole bunch of stuff, but listen, we got this. Can we talk about Power? Yeah. Power, I'm telling you, you watched it.
Yeah.
Bitch, you better have watched it.
Wait, hold on. Wait, did I finish it? Power. I'm trying to think of the ending of it. Higher. Jay-Z song. But I'm thinking of Power. I saw Power, but I need to make sure I saw the ending before we start talking about it.
Bitch, if you ain't seen
the ending was when, what happened at the end?
With the triple threat at the end, and they all in the car and they drive off, and the track is at the back of the
Oh
car.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's they gonna get them.
This Power, this episode was great.
I thought this episode was good too. My coworker said she didn't really like it. I thought it was good.
Your coworker don't know what she's talking about.
Yeah.
This was great because it's setting it all up for season 5. Everything that you wanted to happen did not happen, and it all didn't happen for a reason. Because they need to have a great storyline. And I told y'all a couple weeks ago that Ghost and Kanan was going to get back together and start working together. I didn't know how, and I didn't know why, but because it just had a creepy like.
But now what's the name? Now everybody's on Dre. Dre's on everybody's shit list.
And Dre's going to survive for a long. And when he died, remember you kept talking about the painful, slow, painful death. That's what's going to happen to.
I want it to be a painful slow death.
Huh?
I want it to be a painful slow death.
Yeah,
I want each and every one of them to take turns.
They're gonna fuck him up. First of all, I hated that torture scene with the nails like bam, bam. I can't look at shit.
That's what they need to do with Dre.
I can't.
I can look at stuff like that. I can't look at stuff when people are snorting cocaine on the movie.
That bothers me.
Yeah, bothers me.
I mean, I can.
Don't snort nothing.
Bitch, I wish I better not ever. I don't care anything that go. I ain't gonna never try to do that. I've seen the effects of what it do to people, and I don't want that to do to me.
Yeah.
Bitch, I've seen people on ecstasy. I've seen people on this and that, and I've never like, oh, that ain't for me.
Well, not for me. Knick-knack, paddywhack.
Give a dog a fuck bone.
No, you won't.
Bitch, you be dead. No. And then these new drugs. These new drugs. You think you know they only doing these commercials because too many of them are dying. Because when our people was
out there dying, they wasn't.
Oh, you ain't do all of this. Oh, you want to lock us up for 20, 50 years. Now you want to help these people. You know, but you know what? It is serious because too many people are dying from the drug opioid epidemic. But yeah, back to Power. So Raina is gone. I was over Angela thinking that she can ask the what's her name? The mom. What's her name? What's her name? Her name blinked my mind because I'm thinking Notori. Tasha. Did your son kill his sister? Why would you have the balls to even ask her that? You know that didn't go on. But it was just seeming like they needed each other. Like now, Angela. At one point, Angela needed Tasha, and you know she gave her ass kicks and all that. But now Tasha needs Angela, and you know we seen that from that perspective. We seen that Dre is going to go down somewhere. He done killed that old man, but the old man was running his mouth too much. You don't say what's going on. You don't give nobody no chance to kill you. None of this shit. You just, you know, you gotta get him when you with other people. Right. So that old man fucked up. The father fucked up. So he's going. The son, like I loved how it all played out with everybody going to the same place at the same damn time. Like it was just so decent to see that with Tommy finding his own way to get there, with Ghost finding his own way, with Tasha finding her way, and with the son finding his way to this apartment to kill the man. And then now, the same people, the same reasons why he hated his mother and his father, well more so his father, for being the killer that he thought that he was and everything. Now, as much as he don't want to be in the game, he is a part of the game. And it all started with Tasha telling him how to get away with murder. So that was just it's just great, right? I want to say beautiful. I shouldn't say beautiful, but the way all of this came together, it was a beautiful plan in this story. And there's more to it because Ghost and Tasha, they still got their own issues, and now don't think that they're not going to be on their ass in season 5 about who killed this cop, and Angela already has an idea of what's going on. So who knows what Angela's going to do, and she might try to take Tasha. Tasha going to take the fall for everything. It's just like, no! I'm nervous, I'm scared, but seeing Tommy, Kanan, and Ghost all together in the car, and then the tracker was at the back of the car, it's just like, oh my God, it's going to go down in season 5. And who knows, Kanan and Ghost might get into some issues because they still haven't resolved things after 10 years. It's a lot of ways that they're going to spend this and play this, but season 5 is going to be the best season of Power. I really believe it's going to be the best season. And then you got the crooked cop and the councilman telling Ghost how they're going to run the funeral, how things is going to be done from here, and how he can't be that street person no more. They're all doing it for their own political gain.
Which crooked cop talking about the funeral?
Not the crooked cop, the crooked priest.
Yes,
priest.
I couldn't believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The crooked priest. I can't even say priest. Priest.
Pastor, priest, bishop, whatever.
He
the man of the cloth.
How you going to tell me how I'm going to do my daughter's funeral, and you're going to do it here?
And you're going to do it here, and you're going to do it this way.
Yeah.
And this is and I'm going to stand next to you when you get up there and speak. I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got some people like that because it brings they want all this publicity for them, and and it brings notoriety and all this other bullshit, and it's just a mess.
You don't even have a home church. So
well,
that's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
And it's be like that. Some churches don't, and some churches don't even want you if you weren't even a member there, or if they don't know you to have a church, they don't want you in there.
I haven't come across a church like that, but then when I heard about that church.
Yeah, like if you...
With that guy who got killed a few months ago, and they didn't want his funeral, told the family he couldn't have his funeral in there because of the way he was killed.
Yes.
And I was just like, huh? But then I thought about it, but that cop that was killed, and they had that funeral in there. So I guess it all depends on who you are. Which I didn't like that. And that ain't got nothing to do with the church. It has everything to do with that man or man himself who's in the church, running the church. Because I would have never did or said anything like that.
Some churches are like that, but they charge you more if they got to do if they do it.
I just feel like that's something that I would have never. I wouldn't have been, as a Christian, I wouldn't have been able to look somebody in the face and say, "Well, because of how your child was killed, no, they can't have their funeral in here." Huh?
Because and I thought
Diddy was lying when he did. He told me that. And then I called myself, and they said yes.
But it was a shame the way that person got killed.
Yeah, it was. But my thing was, okay, so, but the cop got killed the same exact way. And y'all had history, but then, but we're talking about police officer, right. But I guess the police officer's life was more valuable than this young guy's life. It just was bad. That particular church right there, and I can't say that I won't never go in that church because, like, again, the church itself has nothing to do with, it's that man or whomever it is that, who
I've never been inside of the church.
I've never been in there
for like 20 years, 22 years. I remember
a long time. And you know what's so funny? I didn't know, no, longer than that. 1992.
Oh, 92?
Yup, and I thought that it was like the early 2000s, but it was 1992 because that church bought that property after they tore down the stadium because that's where that stadium used to be at. Yeah, and I never Connie Mack Stadium. And I never knew that that church was there for that long. I'm thinking like, dang, I thought maybe the church came about in the early 2000s because it looks like a new, but it's just on the brick.
It was ahead of its time. Back in there, I remember it, and then it helped McDonald's get a lot of money because you got the Catholic Church on 23rd Street, and they on.
And church people love McDonald's.
Oh yeah, right at the bitch, right after, or before or after.
Let me tell you something. When our building used to be at 40th and Sampson, that McDonald's that's still there was still there then, and it's been there for over 30 years. Because I was a child with Miss Bill going to that McDonald's in the morning before church.
Yes.
A child.
I used to love me a South egg and cheese biscuit.
And that McDonald's is still there. And I said to Nikki, who goes to my church, I said, Nikki, isn't it funny? I say, it seems like everywhere St. Joseph goes is always a McDonald's. Because our new location is a McDonald's right down the street. But that one down the street, it stays packed on Sunday mornings. You don't even want to go there. You're like, oh, it's too packed. Too packed.
I ain't had McDonald's in a while.
I love their breakfast.
I had Chick-fil-A the other day. That's like one of the best restaurants you can get a good meal from.
Yeah.
Especially
and be satisfied when you get up.
Yeah, and when you hungry. Oh, them fries just... Ooh, I get chills thinking about it. The fries.
It's that those sandwiches send me straight to the
The
bathroom.
bathroom. Ooh, I got chills thinking about Chick-fil-A.
You do. It sends me straight to the bathroom now.
Yeah, everybody, especially
yeah.
get the milkshake instead of a drink. You get
No,
a milkshake.
the milkshake don't have to do it. It's the chicken sandwich. It'll say, I don't know what they make the chicken with, but it sends me straight to the bathroom.
And it got spicy chicken. And this is nasty, so I'm not gonna say that.
Don't say it because I don't want to be.
But yeah, it's on fire. It's on fire. Like you on fire.
Yeah. Doesn't mean you set you on fire. Yes. But it's good. It's worth it. It's worth that pain.
There's no pain. It's just bitch.
Well, you used to being on fire, so it's
You're
like,
trying to me all my time. I don't play this game. I ain't no spring chicken no more. It's a lot of things I can't do no more. And those are one of them at this time.
I can't play those games with you. You have to stress it up.
I always, not always, but almost of the time. If you want to make there. Bitch, come on.
I don't.
Don't you put your thing in something and something come back out?
Oh, yeah, because the way you say you get what?
You're trying it. I'm going to tell you. You're lucky you got to go to work. Equifax hit a massive data breach. Credit report firm says a breach, security breach may compromise.
What's the next topic?
So it's
This is the whole video.
Yeah.
Power, said power.
DACA. Listen,
Power.
this is what I'll come to the realization that when it comes to DACA gotta go. And people might be mad for me saying this, but I'm gonna say it. It has to go. And it has to go because these people been in this country since they've been children. And their parents brought them here and they didn't ask to come here. We need to get rid of DACA and find a way to give these people a pathway to citizenship. And there should be no reason why they got to keep paying the country all of this money to be here and they can't even vote and they still got to pay taxes. If they're paying taxes, then they need to be citizens of this state, of this country. So I don't think they're going to deport anybody, especially when I look at the people, the rules for DACA. They say you have to, you can't have no criminals. You can't have no record and none of that stuff. Most of these people have none of them have no records, and 91% of them are employed. Some go to college and stuff like that. So if these people are on the right track, then Donald Trump, these are not the people who you oppose, who you want to be here. What you need to do is find a way to make all of them become American citizens because it's time. All of this, we're gonna. They got to pay like $500 a year or $500 every 2 years to be here and not get sent back to their home country. America is for most of them are all that they know. What they need to do is give them a pathway to citizenship. That's why I think it has to go. It has to go. And it should not be hard for Republicans and Democrats to get together. But see, it's always a political game, and you're playing a political game with people's lives. Like, people been here all of this time. Come on. It's time to do something and let them become legals here. Especially if they're paying taxes. You taking taxes out their fucking check, then they need to be a citizen. They can't even vote. I don't believe they can vote. They can't even vote. But they could be here and pay.
I just don't want anybody who was brought to this country by their parents, illegally, and they did nothing wrong. They're working and doing. I don't want those people to be sent away simply because the decisions that their parents made. Because many of their parents did what they did, to try to better themselves. Yes, they may have done it the wrong way, but they did it to try to better themselves. And see, with me, I'm always on the fence because it's kind of like, people definitely should not come to this country illegally. No, because we can't go over there where they live at illegally. So they shouldn't come over here illegally. They should all come over here the right way. But it's unfortunate, it's sad when you have people coming over here, and you know why they're coming over here, to get away from what it is that they're living in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it breaks your heart because you're saying to yourself, you want them to come legally, but I don't want them to continue to stay in, Jesus, I just went there. I don't want them to stay in whatever it is situation that they're staying in. And it's so unfortunate, but it's like, it has to be done the right way.
Yeah, and I think it's time to let them become American citizens. And that's for a lot of people. If they're already here and they're undocumented, it's just time to just let them become citizens and like do an extensive background check on those who did not sign up for DACA. But I'm not saying that DACA is a bad thing, but I just think that it should end to give these people a pathway to citizenship. And then all of these people signed up with to the government thinking that they won't be deported. I don't think they're going to be deported anyway. But the people in Congress need to come up with a better solution for these people.
I also think too that you have a lot of illegal immigrants that come over to this country, and they're looking for work. Yes, they are. But I feel like that whole notion of they're stealing jobs away from us, I don't think that's bullshit. Yeah, and they don't even want to work because I don't know anybody, us Americans, who are looking to work in anybody's field. You know what I mean? Or to do the labor that a lot of them do. And I'm not trying to discredit them, because any job that you have is a blessing to have. Whether you're working in somebody's field, cleaning somebody's house, mowing somebody's lawn, that is a blessing because you are employed and you're getting income coming in. You're not robbing nobody, you're not stealing from nobody, you're doing it the honest way. So that is a blessing. But I don't know too many of us who are searching for a job to be in a field picking oranges or things like that. And yes, a lot of them are coming over because that's what a lot of them do in their country. So they're trying to find better lives here in America, and if they can get paid more doing what they did over there, then they'll come over here and do it. But I don't believe that whole notion that, oh, these Mexicans are coming over here and they're stealing our jobs. I don't believe that at all, because I don't see them. I don't see too many of them at my job. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't see that.
Yeah, there's nobody stealing no jobs.
No. And if they're coming over here illegally, how are they even able to steal our jobs when they don't have no proper documentation to get a job?
That's right.
So how are they stealing our jobs?
They're not.
They're not. They would have to have some type of proper documentation to get a job where we work at. No, they're taking the jobs that don't require proper documentation. All it requires is you want to work, all right, come here tomorrow morning.
Yeah, because I can name a lot of people that don't even want a job, but I'm not even going to say no names.
Well, hey,
I could just walk right out this front door. The world outside my window. They ain't complaining about nobody taking their jobs.
I don't want to work for the white man. That's what they say.
Yeah. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
I don't want to work for the white man, but you also don't want to work for some of the black man either, because some of them is just as grimy.
It's tough to work with the.
Okay, so you better pick and choose who you want to work for, because some of them niggas out there, they'll do you just as wrong as some of them white folks that do you.
Yeah.
Okay, and don't let some black people get in position, because they'll really turn their nose up at you. You be like, damn, brother, we come from the same. Oh well, So you better choose your words carefully when you say you don't want to work for the white man, because there's some white folks that do you better than some of these niggas out here.
And pay you better.
And pay you better.
Oh, this is making me think about that conversation. Like I hate hearing I don't want to work for. I just hate that.
I hate that too. No, don't say you don't want to work for the white man. Say your lazy ass just don't want to work. Period. So we can eliminate all this. I don't want to work for the white man. The white man. I don't want to work for the white man. You don't even know the white man.
No. And Colin Kaepernick, if they wanted to give that man a job, they would have given him a job. A lot of these owners are in with Trump. And you know Trump already done tweeted about it, and they don't want to have a fallout with Trump because you don't know what kind of deals they got going on with Trump. But this is all based, I believe, is all on the president. I don't think it has nothing to do with him bringing attention to a team, because most of these football teams, they need attention anyway. And a lot of stuff that be going on, like with these football players, they be raping these girls, or molesting these girls, or doing all kinds of stuff, beating their wives up, and beating dogs up, and beating all these other animals up, and they can still come back in the NFL and get a job. Don't tell me it's about him standing up for himself. It goes deeper than him, Colin Kaepernick, standing up for black people and the rights of others. It's way deeper than that. And I don't believe the story where Ray Lewis saying that he was about to get Kaepernick a job with the Ravens, but because Kaepernick's girlfriend tweeted, she should mind her business anyway.
Yeah,
but
most of them should.
Yeah,
stop getting involved.
They can use that as an excuse.
Yeah,
because you putting him as the master with the.
Because some of these girls and wives, they get their husbands or boyfriends in trouble. So some of you females need to keep your mouth shut and let your husband or boyfriend handle what they handle at their job. Yeah. And some of y'all don't know how to keep your mouth shut, and then y'all get them fired or in trouble.
But then we had another football player. He had his thing going on with the cops, and we seen a lot of people didn't believe him. Then when they seen the video, a lot of people ain't had nothing to say. I can't remember his name, but it's just like come on, it's a real thing going on, and if these football players want to use their platform to get the word out, they should be able to use their platform. That's all it is to it. They should be able to use their platform and their influence. And the NFL, y'all should be stepping up too to stop to say that this is wrong. Because you recognize other things, you recognize other cancers and diseases and stuff like that. Why can't y'all step up and say something about the racial equality going on in the country? Why not? What's wrong with racial equality? We all should treat every race the same here. Whether you black, white, Indian, Puerto Rican, or excuse me, Latino, whatever. No matter where you come from, no matter where you are,
2017. Like this year. But like I always say, there's going to be, as long as the sun is shining, there's going to always be racism.
Yeah.
But it's just like in 2017, after we done dealt with a black president for 8 years, it's like, come on, are y'all for real? Like,
it got worse. Because now these people like, oh, they really couldn't stand a white man being in there. I mean, a black man being in there. And you know, this country's doing great things. And another great thing that's happening this weekend, or happening tonight actually, you got 3 black women in the semifinals of the U.S. Open. The first time this has ever happened. So Venus Williams, Sloane Stephens, and Madison Keys, and another American woman, Coco Vandeweghe, they are all competing for the U.S. Open, and I believe this is the first time this has happened in like 35 years, where you got 4 American women. So there's just a lot of stuff going on in our country, great things going on, and then it's just like, I don't know, you guys. It's just, I feel bad for KP Nick, but he's going to be all right. But I want to know what he's going to do with if that money runs out, because he's just donating here and there, everywhere. Like,
well, I'm sure he'll be able to get a what do you call those things? Those sports announcers thing, because I'm sure somebody will hire him.
Or maybe a network might feel like, oh, he's going to bring unwanted attention here too.
Well, I mean, but I think he'll get it. He'll get some type of income, and hopefully he'll get it soon.
Yeah, because he's not that he needs a job. He should be on a football team, because there's a lot of teams with mediocre players on there, and a lot of teams with injured quarterbacks too. Why can't he play? So yeah, that's just how we all feel about it. It's all a bunch of bullshit. And he should be on the team. But I want to say thank y'all for watching. And this is a long video.
It's a very long video, because I've been going for and I've been holding myself for a very long time.
So we're going to go. You guys, be safe. I'm also going to create a playlist for those if you're going to be running away from the hurricane. I'm going to put a playlist together of all of our, you know, classic shows and stuff like that. If you haven't watched them, it's a lot of videos y'all haven't seen. There's a lot of new people here. So, you know, I'm going to put that together for y'all this weekend. Make sure y'all look out for the playlist on the homepage. You guys be safe. If you have not donated to the people of Hurricane Harvey, that link is still inside our more info box.
And also, too, if you are in Philadelphia or the Philadelphia area, you close by Philly, whatever the case may be, you can also donate. On my Instagram, I have a list of things that you can donate. My church, we are doing a hurricane relief package, and for the entire month of September, we are asking anyone if you have, you know, old clothes. We're asking for toiletries. We're asking for non-perishable foods. We're asking for all those things that you can bring to us, because we are going to be sending it down to one of the shelters down in Texas at the end of this month. So we don't want to just do it for 1 week, and we want to do it for the entire month, so we are able to collect as many items as we can. So please, if you follow me on Instagram, hit me up. This Saturday, September the 9th, from 2:30 to 3:30, I will be at my church, and I will be collecting items so you can bring it. Now, if you come to the church and you say, oh, well, there's a lot of people here, whatever the case may be, because I don't know if, I'm sure a lot of you saw, my cousin, he passed, that I was telling you about last week. He did, unfortunately, he passed, but he is home with the Lord, so that's not really unfortunate. He's home with the Lord. And his homegoing service is this Saturday, but during the time that the family will be out, you know, at the gravesite, I said that that'd be a perfect time for me to stay behind and collect, you know, items for folks that would like to come and donate. So that'd be a good time. So you guys can hit me up on my Instagram to let me know when you guys are there. And also Sunday, September the 10th, from 12 noon to 1:15, I will be at my church, and I will be collecting items for those of you that would like to bring some on Sunday as well. So if you can't come on Saturday, come on Sunday. All the information is on my Instagram, the church location, the times, what we need, specifically what we need. We're only asking for those things that are on the list. And this is all to help those affected by Hurricane Harvey. And if all goes well, we get a lot, then we hopefully probably will be able to split it up for those in Florida as well. But let's just hope and pray it does not get banned in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So yes.
So thank y'all for watching tonight's video. I hope you have a safe weekend. And yeah, y'all be good. So we'll see y'all next Monday on September 11th. Peace.
Yes, Monday.